Hi, my name is Drew Sewell. I'm the founder of Maximum Impact Love, and I'm also a senior vice president with CKS Packaging in Atlanta, Georgia. It's a family-owned plastic bottle business down off Fulton Industrial Boulevard. One day while I was on the way to see a customer and coming back to my business, I was stopped at the red light at Fulton Industrial in the exit ramp of I-20. And at that time, I minded my own business, looking at the red light. Something got my attention, and when I looked down, it was a little girl walking across the street. And I say a little girl because 10 years ago, my two daughters could have been bookends for this little girl. And they were, at the time, they were 13 and 12, so this girl fit right in between them. But as I realized that this little girl was caught up in prostitution, the Lord spoke to my heart. He arrested me through my windshield with this prostitute on Fulton Industrial. He spoke to my heart and he said, "What are you going to do about it?" If you're like me, you would say, "Wow, what can you possibly do about that?" So I ran. As soon as the light turned green, people started blowing their horn. I watched the girl step up on the sidewalk on the other side of the intersection, and I ran. They were blowing the horn, "Get out of the way," so I took off, and I went about 1,000 yards on the other side of Fulton Industrial. And the further I went, I thought I was getting away with it. But at about that time, the Lord said to me again, "What are you going to do about it?" This time I knew I was busted and couldn't run, and pulled into a parking lot. And what I didn't realize at the time, because I wasn't looking at that, I was thinking about God and what just happened. Every day I get up and say, "Let me be a man after your own heart. Here I am, Lord, send me." And I ran. I was so ashamed. Put my head on my steering wheel, and I started to pray, "Lord, what can I possibly do about that?" And when I did look up, I saw Starship Enterprises and a liquor store and two strip clubs, one called Fanny's and the other called Babes. And I was right there in the middle of everything going on Fulton Industrial, and he told me to go back and find that little girl. I spent the next 2 hours looking for that little girl, and today I'm convinced that she didn't really exist. She was an angel just to get my attention to do something about what was happening on Fulton Industrial Boulevard. I ended up about a mile away at a parking lot, again with my head on my steering wheel, feeling like a complete failure because I couldn't find the girl. And when I looked, he said, "Look up and tell me what you see." And when I looked up, I expected to see the girl, but what I saw was a parking lot with people fighting, knives, broken glass, yelling obscenities at each other, just a total chaos. I saw prostitutes coming out of the hotel and getting in trucks as they drove up, any label truck under the sun, any business. I saw drug runners coming over to the Mrs. Winters parking lot I was parked in, giving drugs, exchanging drugs for cash and taking off. And as soon as somebody filled the parking place where they left, here come another drug runner over bringing drugs. And it was just incredible. And I told the Lord, I said, "I see Sodom and Gomorrah." He said, "I see an oasis in the desert." And I said, "Lord, you're going to have to show me this oasis in the desert." He said, "I want you to have a day of outreach and prayer 6 weeks from today, on Saturday." And what I found out was that was May 17th, 2007. That's when we started Maximum Impact Love. What he told me to do was have free food, clothes, haircuts, paint the ladies' nails, take pictures of them with a nice race car, something that they can take with them. He told me to do free health care, free dental checkups. He told me to feed them a hot meal, to play live music from a stage, do preaching and Christian music and skits and all kinds of things, and just show love to the people. What he said was, these people are hurting, they're dying, they're crying, they're starving, they need something, and what they need is God. They just need for us to show love. And so he told me to say, see what happens when love comes to town. And that's what he did. And on May 19th, right here at 627 English Avenue in Atlanta, Georgia, we're going to have our 30th Maximum Impact Love event. In conjunction with Abel Mabel, we're going to be at this 627 English Avenue. We're going to have a day of outreach and prayer. We're going to give away a box of groceries for a family of 4 for a week. We're going to do free haircuts. Again, we're going to have children's games. We're going to do all kinds of things from moonwalks to video games for the kids. We're going to have free popcorn, cotton candy, snow cones. It's going to be incredible. Don't miss it. Be there. And it'll be from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. May 19th, 2018 at 627 English Avenue. Thank you very much. God bless you. Have a great day.